Real life, ma'am.
Hi students, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Ramyasree, your Afghan Guru. So I have Bicky who has secured rank 25 in INI-CET. Heartiest congratulations, welcome. So how are you feeling, Bicky?
Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity, ma'am. Today, I am on clouds nine, ma'am. It's very overwhelming, the feeling. I couldn't believe it also, ma'am. Till now, it's not sinking in properly.
I can see you're glowing actually with the happiness. No, definitely it's something we all should be glowing for. Rank 25 is not a small thing. So you have done your hard work and you have achieved it. So it's wonderful actually. So Vicky, we'll just give some tips to other students so that they can also succeed like you, right? So before we start with this interview, I would like to ask you like how were you when you were an MBBS student? When did you start your preparation? What kind of a student you were?
I have started my PG preparation from the second year. During my MBBS, actually, I focused on reading the standard books. Always, I preferred the standard books. After reading those standard books, then I made my own notes along with the coaching notes. Then I used to attend all the practical classes properly and all the lectures of the college professor. I have to attend them diligently. So all this actually helped me not only the coaching notes, but along with the experience and the learning which I got from my college days. It also played a significant role on my
Definitely, that's 100% actually. So, even I used to feel like reading the standard books gives some sort of satisfaction, to be frank. But reading the standard book should start from a very early, that is, from first and second year itself. And what you have put forward is absolutely correct. You should read and make your own notes because you will never go back and read that again. So, it should be just one read where you're making your own notes. So, that's definitely wonderful. So, we have Vicky also preparing from second year. So, to be frank, you were a studious student.
Yes, ma'am. I have secured rank one in the university finals.
You have secured?
Rank one, ma'am, in the university final year examination.
Wow, that's hearty congratulations. Wonderful, Vicky. Excellent. So he has secured rank one in his final year exams also. Wow, wonderful. So I would like to ask you, this was your first attempt?
Yes, ma'am. First.
Wow. So through internship itself, you have given this first attempt?
Yes, yes, ma'am. First. Actually, this is my first entrance exam, ma'am, for which I have sat till now. First exam in my life, ma'am.
So
Previous all the
first
GTs only I
entrance
have
exam in
attended.
your life, you have like rocked it. Wonderful, Vicky, and I can see there are many more success feather caps you will have along with you. That's awesome. So you're going to be a great doctor who is going to contribute so many things to India, right? So what was your core preparation material? Like you were focusing more on PYQs or you were focusing more on revising the subject. How did you balance between revising the subject multiple times or how would you do PYQs? Like how did you balance between the questions and reading the subjects?
Well, the strategy depends on the whichever year I was. Like during my prof, I mainly focused on reading the books and preparing my own notes, handwritten notes. And before that prof, I used to ensure that all the notes have been completed and I have revised them at least 2 to 3 times. I have to be much confident on the notes. So after completing my notes, I started doing the Q bank of
Okay,
DBMCI. Then after doing the Q bank, I realized which were my weak points. Like only reading the topic is not enough. You have to know how the examiner wants to test your mind. Like this INI-CET also, like the topics were common, but the options were tricky. So that needs the
correct.
thorough understanding of the notes. So initially, but like I built on my concepts. After I knew that okay, my concept is like basic, like for that subject it's okay. After that, I have started solving the MCQs. Then I started doing the PYQs mainly during the internship. I didn't focus on PYQs during my prof examination. Just I used to see the recall videos or something.
So,
And
to
during the internship,
summarize, you read most of the subject through your profs. By the time you have entered your internship, you started doing PYQs. And what he has put forward is absolutely correct, guys. So, it's not just enough to revise the subject multiple 5 times, 6 times. Along with doing the subject, you should do PY. You should do questions so that you'll understand ki how should I apply this in this question. So definitely you're correct in that, right? Which subject did you feel like very difficult, and which took more strength from you?
PSM.
PSM. Yes, I do
PSM, like
agree.
it took my almost 50% of my time during my
Okay.
internship because
So
all the GTs
PSM
I
was
have to say the
something which was
PSM
difficult.
was the
But
like
जब एग्जाम में आंसर कर रहे तो तब क्या हुआ? पीएसएम आसान लगा?
the the PSM was the most easy subject because I have worked so hard for that subject. Like it was no more a weak subject for me. It became a strength, and I got all the questions correct in PSM.
Wow. So basically आपने identify किया कि what was your weakest subject and you made the strongest subject. That's wonderful. Actually, most of us should learn that. Like हम लोग क्या करते हैं, like when we are getting less score, we just go on cribbing. But in spite of that, try to identify what is your weak subject and like Bicky told, make it strongest subject. That's wonderful, Bicky. Right? Now, you have got, I understand you're like extraordinary and too intelligent, that I could understand. But did you ever feel the pressure of the exams, the tension, anxiety? फिर क्या करते थे?
Then, like truly speaking, like the internship in our government college, like Guwahati Medical College Assam, it's very, very hectic. Like we
Okay.
have to do like 14 years duty per day in the
Oh
major
my
posting,
God.
and some posting there were no post night off like the JRs. Like
Hmm.
we used to do the duty is very hectic. So I had to manage my time and plan accordingly the whole internship. Like during the easy posting where I had only half day duty, so that time I used to focus on completing my the major subjects. And in the easy posting, I used to mainly focus on doing the PYQs, solving the Q banks, and doing checking the custom modules. So that way I have to balance my preparation because otherwise the internship is so hectic, like you can't study properly. So I have
Yes.
to plan accordingly. So I had a macro plan in each posting, like I have to complete this subject by the end of this posting. And I was very frequent in my GTs. I used to
Wow.
give at least around twice weekly one GT because it helped me understand the weak subjects and to focus much more on those weak areas.
So what we can understand from what Vicky is telling is he has planned his internship beautifully. Like he has done with easy posting some of his difficult topics. And another take-home message what we have here is he has given GT twice a week. So you can see all our toppers are giving frequent GTs because GTs will help us to analyze where we are lacking. GTs are not being given to know that what is our score, what is our rank, whether to demotivate. No. GTs are to understand what mistakes we are doing, how much we have to analyze, and what are weak subjects so that we can strengthen it. Right? Vicky, do you want to give any advice to your fellow friends, like during their preparation, कि कैसे मतलब what are the easy things they can also do to secure a rank?
Like if someone is in currently in second year or third year, the easiest thing is like you have plenty of time. 1 year is good enough for doing 2 to 3 subjects. Like so,
Yes.
just focus properly on those subjects. Build the concept of those subjects so strong that in internship you never have to go through the topic again also. Like it will help, it will save your time in internship when you have to study and revise the subject. Like अगर कॉन्सेप्ट पहले से बन के रखे हुए like रिविजन में टाइम नहीं लगता है. अगर पहले से
Correct.
concept nahi hai to then you will require more time in the internship. So just be thorough and be attentive in your classes too because the college professor lectures are also very important. Like कुछ ना कुछ
100%.
सर बोल देंगे वही आ गया है इस बार like in orthopedics also like in my intern like Buten bar some topic was it. Many never
हाँ.
knew on the topic like and Buten bar I used to myself put on my patients. I like so you have to be mindful in
Wonderful.
everything you do. Like you open all the five senses like सब
Correct.
कुछ डिपेंड मतलब contribute करेगा at last. Not only your coaching material, not only your revision, everything, your internship, your college classes, your practical classes, everything will sum up into one result at the end, and that will give you the most satisfaction. Like it will not only help you become a ranker, it will also help you become a good doctor in future. Like you
Correct.
know the how to treat your
100%.
patients.
I really appreciate what you told, Vicky. I 100% agree with you. It's not just blindly preparing something and learning from our patients, learning from our college. What we learn there, nobody can teach us. A patient what they teach, nobody can teach us. और जो हम पेशेंट में सच में देखते हैं वो बहुत
Yes,
ज्यादा याद रहता है. Like how you
yes,
have put forward in orthopedics, that's 100%. I absolutely agree with you. Right. So what was the contribution of DBMCI during your journey?
DBMCI immensely happy. especially during the third and final year, I used to join the regular course. Then the internship, I took the TND. So I followed up regularly with the time schedule, and I used to do that subject. I used to ensure that this subject must be done by this end of. It gave me just like routine, like it gave me a timeline. एक था मेरे लिए like this subject मुझे before I this so like this schedule I have to complete. So DBMCI immensely, and the GTs were also very awesome. I used to be very regular with the GTs. I gave the then CLTs and also. So as a whole,
GTs have
DBMCI,
definitely helped. और आप हर TND जो आप DBMC के लेते थे तो उससे पहले you would make it a point that you finish that subject.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
That's very important actually. That's really wonderful. I am definitely learning from you that what your points you have told are definitely wonderful. So Vicky, I know that how are your parents? Like, are they very proud and happy?
Yes, ma'am. My mommy and my daddy is very happy. They're on clouds nine today.
They
Can't
should
believe
be.
also because they can't believe that I correct in my first attempt. Like it's a very moment of pleasure and happiness for them.
No, that they should be, because you got it in a first attempt, and that's why you're telling it's your first exam in your life, and you've done so well. I think definitely they're so proud of you. And how did you manage? Because they changed the exam pattern at the last, no? How did it mentally affect you, and how did you manage the time during exam?
Then actually, the last INI November, the pattern has changed. Like the four sections have been divided. Like you can't revisit the questions in the previous session.
Yes.
So I was prepared like as to custom model में 50-50. So like एक मिनी जीटीस देना है मुझे, 4 जीटीस देना है एग्जाम में बैठ के, वो मेरा मिनी जीटीस है, वो मेरे 4 कस्टम मॉड्यूल से लगाना है, वो बैठ के लगाना है. Like I was prepared for totally like, and the time management was not an issue because I completed almost each set with 7 or 8 minutes in hand, and the last set I completed around in 15 minutes only. Like remaining
Okay.
time I was free because I have given GTs so frequently, like the time management has never been an issue. I could read the lengthy question also fast.
So
I
I
know
think
how
this is
does it.
also one take-home message that, the more GTs you give, the more practice habit you will develop, so that when you go finally for your exam, you'll not feel it like you're giving it for the first time, right? And never waste time on, the lengthy questions which you don't not knowing, and try to keep at least 7 to 8 minutes at the end of the each sector, so that you can revise and go back what you were missing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is your future plan? What do you want to become?
I want to take health medicine.
Wow, very good. So I definitely hope that you will get the general medicine. Definitely, you'll get the general medicine from your and you'll do advice you want to. Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. So, what is the advice you want to give your friends? Like, you definitely inspired them, like, with internship, with working 13 to 14 hours. If you properly plan, you with the hard work, definitely we can achieve. You are an example that hard work pays off. I really, and another thing which you told, which I really like this, you should learn from every moment. You should not just see that it's only the books or it's only this preparation which is going. No, you're 100% correct from the start with your all senses. If you're understanding the things, if your concepts are well, definitely you can do very well. So what is your advice which you want to give your friends?
And the final advice is like the persistency and hard work is most important than anything else. There's nothing impossible on this earth. Everyone can achieve anything. Like all humans have the same number of neurons. It's just the hard work, the persistency, the discipline which will take you to a great result in future. So I want to wish best of luck to all the aspirants and those who couldn't do properly this INI-CET. So best of luck for me. There's still time, 28 days are still remaining. You can change the game totally. So best of luck to all the future aspirants.
So I think those who are NEET exam going, what we can learn from him is give more GTs, guys. That's important, right? And how many times did you revise in the last, so that they will also understand how many revisions they have to give?
Then last 2 days I have planned 4 division of 90 subjects.
4 revisions. So how much time did you take for entire one set of
First,
revision?
and first division it was around 10 days.
10
Then
days.
the second division was 4 days. Then third is
Wonderful.
3, and the remaining 2 or 3
So,
days.
you should not give a lot of time for each subject. It should be a quick look through the subjects. So 10 days you can finish off first revision. With that, at least give 2 to 3 revisions and try to give at least 1 GT per week, if not 2 GTs, but at least give 1 GT per week. So this is our take-home message, and we are going to rock in the NEET. So, don't think about what has happened, like what your INI-CET results. You have NEET and you're going to do well in the NEET. Thank you so much, Bicky, for sharing so much of wisdom and knowledge to everyone. All the best, Bicky. Bicky, you better go and enjoy today.
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Right?
Thank you
All
so
the
much.
best. Thank you.